What's up guys, Xraypc here, and I wanted to be able to show this video for you guys to see the patch notes. I know there's patch notes out there, you can just read them. There's tweet them out and everything, you see them on the website. But I wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on them, just so you could read all this part later. But yeah, I just want to be able to give my opinion on how these balance changes could affect the characters in the future. A lot of these characters I played, some of them I didn't as much. Obviously, certain ones I played against a lot, so I could have opinions on that, like Hela, etc. See if it would feel like it would affect me much. But all the tanks, Hawkeye's nerfs or anything like that, hopefully Iron Man nerfs, something like that, hey, we'll be able to know. So Captain America, we'll start with him. He seems like he got a lot more than just movement nerfs. The leak said he had movement buffs, I mean. But hey, whatever. That's good. I wanted him to have more. Reduce the delay time for shield restoration after releasing living shield from 3 to 2 seconds. So now you could regen your shield faster, which was like a bad thing. 3 seconds is an insanely long time. Like you could live and walk around, but then by the time your shield even came back, it was just like, yeah, always like 1 second too late. Reduce Liberty Rush cooldown from 12 to 2 seconds. So you got a 2 second buff. So now you can do your combo a little bit easier without fearing that you're just going to get blown up afterwards. Yes, you have to still kind of think about it a little bit, but it's not as... Like before, it was like I did the combo. 12 seconds is an astronomically amount of, like, literally 12 seconds is as long as the Luna Snow ult, and everyone knows how much they hate Luna Snow ult. So that's just like a good way to think about it. Reduce the increases base health from 650 to 675. Okay, so they're gonna start. Okay, they're gonna start doing that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so they're gonna start increasing people's base health. I really like that. I'm so glad because he definitely needed just. If not 675, he's still really unkillable. Like that's not even like the main thing. So maybe 675, you might be able to get a couple hits in, like one extra hit in, meaning you can probably kill someone without having to run away. And also you get your ult faster, but you have 10 extra less health for yourself, which is actually a good thing because it was just impossible to fight him. Sorry, I was getting like message questions. Doctor Strange added damage fall off to his Maelstrom. Thank you. Thank you. His E in both his normal form and his Hulk form got damage fall off. So going from 5 meters and reducing to 70% at 8 meters. So he does have damage fall off, and it starts from like probably like 99 down to 70, and so he has 70% less. He only does 70% of the damage at 8 meters. So what is 70% of one? Let's just say 130. 70% of 130. So it's 91, and then if you do 140, 98. So at 8 meters, so near the maximum radius of his E, he, instead of like sniping people who are like barely getting away and they have like 150 or let's say like 140 HP, they're like, oh, come on, man. Oh, I just gotta heal. And then it's just like before the heal even ticks or the person's heal is like reaching you, you just get sniped. You didn't even know you were there. You're like under him. He's like in the air trying to hit an Iron Man and actually accidentally clip someone under him. That's why Stranger's dumb. I think Stranger's only dumb because of this. I don't care about his ulti. Keep it broken like that. I think it's like a Reinhardt ult. Reinhardt ult has not changed after all this time, right? It's meant to be this like game-changing, boom, instant stun, whatever. Also, they made it so it takes a lot longer for his shield to recover. So now it's like instead of getting 80 a second, he gets 70 a second. So it takes a slight bit longer for his shield to regen the full. So that's actually another good thing. I think the delay on it is fine. I think it was recovering too fast when it started, and so that people literally could just perma throw his shield up. I mean, like holding it down for 2 seconds and getting 160 shielding, you could literally eat a full Hawkeye arrow. So if you just waited, like by the time the Hawkeye could full charge and shoot you confidently, by the time you put it down, thinking like, oh, I timed it right, it's literally another full arrow he could eat. So if they played it right, they could just destroy you. Increase base health from 500 to 525. Oh, okay, so Thor. So Yeah, that's good. I mean, like he just needed it. He just felt like so now he's gonna have 625 health. He just felt like a slightly like he was just slightly squishy. Like he just felt really awkward. And like dude, I felt more tanky on Mr. Fantastic than I did on Thor. Like if I was using Thor in those lobbies, I felt like I would just die constantly if I wasn't just constantly spamming right click. Um, and then you're just wasting your Thor forces. Added immunity to crowd control. Oh my god, he's immune to CC in his ult. One, that's amazing for Thor. Two, that's horrible for us. That means the only way to counter his ult is the pop heal ults, which is kind of like how you want it, right? Like you want this like he's a DPS ult. Like he has a DPS ult. Like he doesn't do any CC. I think he does like slight knockup maybe, but like really just like huge damage. It's like 40 a second over and over, and then slams for 230 damage or something. So it's like why can he also be CC'd out of it? He's a sitting duck in the air. He barely moves, and then he also is CC. He just CC'd out of it. It's like, why was that? That's like the worst ult in the game. So now he's at least CC immune. So now he can literally just raw dog the ult and just get pocketed and just slam for free. Okay, I like that. And also now since it's harder for Strange to get his shielding back. Oh my god, dude! Thor, Mr. Fantastic. Like Magneto might be like the comp to just destroy like all shield comps. Or you could just go Thor, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, or Thor, Mr. Fantastic, really. I think Mr. Fantastic is a great pseudo tank. I've been playing the early access build. I'm gonna try to put out a guide for him by probably tonight. Hulk, Dr. Banner has been dominant, but some decreased sustained combat capability upon entering the battlefield, bringing him more in line with other vanguards. Reduce the indestructible guard gamma shield value for Hero Hulk from 250 to 200. Thank you, bruh. That means, yeah, so his shift is no longer just eating like pretty much. It literally gave somebody a whole base character's health bar. He gave everybody like a Hawkeye health bar. So he would literally put a shield on Hawkeye and gave him like literally doubles his health bar. Like that was ridiculous because it wasn't just like the bubble on. It's like the bubble on Magneto. I think is like 300, but it's for a singular person. He can give it to the entire team, and it makes you all CC immune. So it's like you're CC immune, and you have a shield that could just eat an Iron Man ult, or like a Scarlet Witch ult, or all these other stupid things. It's pretty buggy. I think they need to make it slightly like it goes above and below him as well. Because I'll leap in the air, fly next to a Strange who's about to get like hooked something or anything, or like an Iron Man who's trying to do something, and I'm trying to like shield my Iron Man, pop my shift like right next to him in the air, and nothing happens. I'll shift and try to do it next to people who are on the ground, nothing happens. That is like maybe a bug they gotta fix. Venom increases with increased survivability and the threat of his ultimate ability. The symbiote menace will strike fear into the backlines of all enemy teams. His E now it gives more shielding from 1 to 1.2 of his lost health, which is actually might be close to what his old E was. Not probably as much because his old E felt like 1.5, but I think 1.2 is a good amount. I need to test that on the client. Increase the base damage of fear or on the test client. Increase the base damage of Feast of the Abyss ultimate ability from 40 to 50 health. Or 40 to 50 damage. So now he does 10 extra base damage. It might be easier to kill people when they're like there's some people with like 90 HP, and it's like, man, it always just left people. When you did that, you're like, okay, I can kill this guy, right? Pop it on him. They have like 10 HP left, 5 HP left. You're like, how, bruh? There's like a Luna Snow, and you're like ulting her, and she has like no HP, like she's like 5 HP. And then she just gets healed by hitting shift and healing people, and then like somebody else heals her at the same time. You're like, no. You just wasted your whole ult because now you gain no health. Like because sometimes you could sacrifice it and be like, okay, I could either use this on tanks to get and the whole team, or at least tanks to get insane shielding, or I could use this on one-shot squishies to kill them. But then because it was current health plus only 40 HP or 40 damage, it just wasn't enough damage. It was always just slightly low, like just keep them slightly low. So hopefully that helps them a little more. Also, apparently, there's some that they're hiding in here because I've been testing it, and his right click does feel like 5% more slow or 10% more slow. I don't know why there's some buffs and nerfs that they did not put in these notes, but his right click is definitely like 5% more slow. It went from like a 15% slow to like a 20% slow. So I don't know why like literally like I could go and test this on live or something and then come back to the other one, but it definitely feels better. Okay, let's look at Black Panther here. We're slightly decreasing T'Challa's combat survivability. Reduce the additional health provided to self after refreshing Vibranium marks with Spirit Rend from 40 to 30, and the upper limit of additional health provided from 120 to 75. Thank you, Lord. He was literally too tanky. He could AoE your whole team and have 420 health bar. That was too much. And then the lower he got, the more damage he does. I think he's like 20% HP. He does like, if he's at like 20 to 30 percent HP, he has like 50% more damage. Or I don't know. It was too much. Please, no more. Black Widow. Okay, please buffer E. Increase the range first effect of her E from 3 meters to 5 meters. Okay, okay, okay. Reduce the time required for your fleet foot to recover from 0 stamina to full from 12 seconds to 4. What the hell? It was 12 seconds before? One, she had a stamina bar? I didn't even know that. But at least it's only 4 seconds, meaning she could stay alive longer. She can sprint more often. Reduce the time required for electroplasma explosion of ultimate ability to reach maximum power from 1 second to pretty much a little bit more than half a second, 0.6 seconds. So pretty much half a second, and then you shoot it. And you're going to just like take half a squishy's health bar and then shoot him again with a body shot and kill him. We'll be decreasing the medium because it does 150, and then you shoot him with 120. That's 270. So you literally will leave a 275 health hero with 5 HP left. Hopefully your team shot them as well. And then also they're in an 80% slow. I think you might see more Black Widows with the Hela and Hawkeye nerf. You might see more. Because I think she was just missing a little oomph. And now she can sprint for longer, so she has more survivability. Her ulti can go up faster, so you don't even have to worry about sitting there charging this low damage ult. Because it was more about just getting the 80% slow out there and the extra damage. And then she also has 5 meters now on her kick. So it's literally like like a decent long range kick that you can knock somebody off of you, then go into the stun. Also, people aren't using her little melee she has like enough. I think her melee form is actually really good if you mix it with the kick. They're like, I just rather body shot. I'm like, I'd rather just melee him to death and not miss. Because I see people miss body shot, like miss the close range hip fires like all the time, and then they die. I'm like, why didn't you just melee him to death? And it's not like the person killed them super fast. It's not like I even watch people with GM in one above all rank using one of Widow, and I'm like, that person you're trying to hit fire, missing 3 shots on them. You could have just hit them the whole time with your freaking melees and killed them. They're literally on your face. All right, so Hawkeye will be decreasing the medium long range capability, reducing the threatening combat radius, and slightly improving the close combat resistance for the avenging archer. Oh, wait. Slightly reduce the spread angle between every 2 blast arrows. So, wait. One, it's 3 blast arrows. So that means the outer 2 are probably closer in, meaning you're actually getting fatter damage with his blast arrows. Wait. So his close range I actually always like using those too. By the way, that is a lot of damage. If you got it to where you could jump into air and just shoot down, like real quick, just like tap it, it actually did fat damage. It actually did fat damage. Because you could literally just do that, like arrow, knock back with your shift, and it would actually just destroy somebody. And those work on his clones. So now that it's not like, I don't know about full charging it still, but you could definitely like half charge it and probably get as much as what it was like the spread of like a lower left click. I gotta test. I definitely gotta test that. Reduce the triggering distance of a passive ability, Archer's Focus, from 60 meters to 40. So you can't just like hard snipe people across the entire map. It has to be decent distance. And then reduce the maximum. 40 is still long as hell. But Clintar map, especially that map, you would be able to like, just look at their spawn and pretty much one tap somebody from your like high ground area, dang near to their spawn, and just kill them. Reduce the maximum additional damage of the passive from 80 to 70. Okay, so that helps too because I know they reduced the seasonal bonuses for every character. I know that for sure. I heard that. I know everybody. I saw that in the game. I was testing it. So they nerfed. Because some of these numbers you never get to see in the game other than health bars. So obviously 275 to 250, you would be able to see that. But like 80 to 70, like 10 extra damage less on top of the 5% seasonal bonus, I would never have seen that. But yeah, so now it's 5% less. Well, it's 70 now, so it's 10 damage less. On top of that. On top of like, so it's like, what is one maxed out? So it's 80 plus 70, so it's 150. And then 15% of 150. And then you have to add in the headshot multiplier. When I shot a 350 health hero, I did not kill him. That's all I know. So if you're a Black Panther and you do your full combo and then a Hawkeye looks at you, you're not dead anywhere. Because I think before it did like 400 damage. Because it was 20% of 160 plus headshot multiplier before. Hela is now 250 health plus 5% less overall damage. Magic, they increase I think she's also 5% less overall damage as well. Increase her Umbral Incursion damage in Dark Child form to 135. Actually, she kind of needed that. Her ulti felt so useless compared to Beta and Alpha. She went from this thing that would pop ulti and you would be scared and actually have the pop a healer ult to literally just being like, oh no, I'm just going to spam heals on the person she's on. One person, just spamming heals on him. And she'll just not be able to kill him. Like a Luna Snow in shift form with an E on that person can just out heal the person that's getting shifted. Because you can just shift left click, and it'll do no damage. So that's 135, but it's 135 then minus 5% because of the seasonal bonuses got nerfed for all DPS characters, I think. Moon Knight, the Hand of Khonshu will receive a slight increase to the threat of his ultimate ability. They increase the number of talents generated by the Hand of Khonshu from 10 to 14, so it must last for longer, I guess. Increase the explosion radius for each talent from 4 to 5. Also, by the way, it does not say this on here, but his ult radius is like literally twice the size, by the way. So his ult radius is twice the size. The explosion of each talent is now 5 meters instead of 4. And then it actually has 4 extra talents landing inside of the radius. So it's like longer? Because unless it's 14 in the same duration, meaning it's just even more damage in the same duration, which actually could be cool. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't. Some of these are missing. Some of these are missing things for sure. Because there's some things in here that I'm like, nah. Like Hela definitely does like she has 5% less damage, but it feels like 10% less damage. It feels like they lowered her body shot damage by like 5, and then nerfed her passive by 5%. That's what it feels like. Because if you headshot body shot a Luna, she has like 5 HP left. Which could be the 5%, but I'm not sure how much it was doing normally. I don't know what her headshot, because some characters had higher headshot multipliers. Let's see. Namor, you throw your turrets out more accurately and faster, I guess. This is accurately, but I'm guessing it's faster as well. Psylocke, oh, okay, look. So now, okay, so her Psylocke, her ulti will actually hit people in her Magneto bubble and Hulk shield. Because before, if I Magneto bubbled somebody in a Psylocke ult, they would die. Okay, that's good. That's amazing. The Punisher slightly reduces spread of deliverance and education. So I'm guessing that's literally his ultimate. What? Oh, never mind. Wait. Oh, his left click and both his shotgun and his auto rifle got buffed. It's easier to hit now. It has less bloom. Wait, his shotgun having less bloom is crazy. Meaning it's gonna be even easier to hit headies. Holy. He's definitely the tank counter now. We're increasing Wanda's combat strike. Oh my. The Scarlet Witch Lords are ruining my rank games are gonna get buffed so they don't ruin my rank games anymore. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. And Magneto combo actually can be good now. We're increasing Wanda's combat strength when she's facing duelists or strategists. Increases Chaos Control's fixed damage from 50 to 60. So I think that's her left click. Hold on. Hold. And she's hot, so that's another buff. Okay, so her left click is now buffed in base damage. So it did 5 base damage. Wait. So it always did 60 fixed damage. Wait. Here's this 5 base damage plus, I guess in a sense, it's 5 hits per. Oh yeah, okay. So it's 5 hits per. So that means it would do 20 base damage plus 5%. right? Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, it's 10 hits. It's 10 hits. Oh, okay, okay. So it's 10 hits. That starts 50 base damage plus 5% of their max health. Now it's 60 base damage and 3% of their max health when it's all said and done. Like it's probably like, I don't know, whatever math out to that, it would be 3%. I think that's better. I think that's better because you would think, oh, she was supposed to kill tanks, tank shred, but the rate of fire on it and the extra base damage just wasn't enough to literally just hold left click on a tank. The whole point of your left click is to build your right click. And now your right click got buffed. So now your right click does 5 more or it does 5 more damage on connecting with a person. So it did 35 spell field, 30 projectile. So the projectile hitting the target did 30. Then the explosion happening afterwards did 35. So now she's going to do, so that would do 65 damage. Now she does a 70 damage with her left click. Okay, that's a lot better. So 2 hits of your left click does 140. 3 hits of your left click does 210. 4 hits of your left click does 280. So it takes 4 right clicks to kill a Luna Snow. And you could hold left click and right click at the same time and just stay on target the whole time. And you would mix in a little left click damage here and there in there as well, by the way. So it's just like, it's a little chip damage to help you when other people are also shooting the target. She actually might be better now if they buff the team up. If they buff the team up, she actually might be a whole lot better. Because people found uses for her now. She's anti-dive and anti-flyer. And with Storm being buffed right here, and Iron Man still being broken with the Hulk team up, I think you need an actual anti-flyer character. Also, Star-Lord gets beaten by her now too. If you hit the right clicks, if you're actually accurate with it, she actually can duel a Star-Lord in the air. I mean, hitting him for 70 damage per right click, and you can literally go right click, right click, right click, right click. Like, that's how fast they come out. As long as you're actually accurate, like hitting with like 2 right clicks and just holding left click on him is faster than a Star-Lord, like, can kill you, because most Star-Lords are not just only hitting headshots on you. One, because they're like right clicking, they're like shifting in the air and then trying to hit left clicks on the way down, and then like right clicking and staying in the air. And while they're doing all that, you can literally just like right click 2 times and then just hold left click the entire time while gliding perma, and you have this auto aim left click. And most of the time you're using her, you have a Magneto. There's literally no reason to use her without Magneto. The only way to use her without Magneto is probably Hulk, and he has to be really accurate to... Oh, no. Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman can now right click her, and it puts a shield on her that also, while in the air, one blocks all damage from like this weird cone. Also heals her. Wait, she actually might be a lot better. Wait. Storm, the Weather Witch, needed an overall increase to her damage capability. We're also optimizing the feel of her left click projectile damage and the release of her experience of her ultimate ability. Increase wind blade projectile speed from 100 meters to 150 meters a second, and her left click damage got buffed by 5. And her right click got buffed by 10. That's insane. That's amazing. And if she gets an anchor, like she becomes an anchor for somebody, she's going to get a more of a damage buff, meaning she's just going to be like, she might need a nerf if she gets an anchor buff. After releasing Omega Hurricane, because this is literally, dude, I'm saying she didn't even need, her fire rate was fine, bro. She had a worse left click projectile than freaking Mantis. Like, and she's in the air, stuck in the air. So you're like fighting these flyers and hoping to God you could duel these hit scanners in the air with this projectile that was so slow, they could literally just move side to side and always dodge you. They could do the least amount of like dodging and dodge your whole like combo. Just like trying to left click them to death. So now it's 50 meters a second faster, and it does 5 more damage, and her right click does 10 more damage. So it's easier to do her combo. So just left click into a right click, it would do 135 damage. 5 plus 8 is 13. Yeah, 135 damage. So she does 135 damage. So she can left click, right click, and kill anybody. Because 2 left clicks is 110. Another left click is 165. And then after that, finishing it off with this is 245 damage. Ooh. You need to left click. You do need to do 4 left clicks and then a right click. I think you would, no, if you're in damage buff form, that also makes her go from 12, I think her damage, let's see her damage buff form. I also did not take into account her damage buff form. But in movement form, you can say movement form a lot more often and actually outduel people now. Her damage buff form for herself, oh, wait. Oh, okay, this is, oh, so unboosted. It's 16% for yourself, 8% for your ally. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, okay. And then while boosted, it's 30% for yourself, 12% for your ally. You have a 30% damage boost, by the way. And it's constantly hitting people in the circle. And this is getting like, I mean, this I think this does more damage, right? I think because of this damage boost, this is doing more damage. Or is it always 35 regardless? And also, so it's 30% more damage. So it's 55 plus 30% of 55. And then also you have to take into account like if Mantis is buffing you as well, all those damage buffs stack. So you probably you're going to be playing her with a Mantis, or like somebody like a Luna Snow popping ulti or something that make her ult just do more damage, or her thing do more damage. Her ultimate ability, after releasing the ultimate ability, the bonus health provided to her will be now 450 instead of 350. Moreover, following its conclusion, the extra health no longer. Oh, she doesn't just instantly become a squishy again and insta die. Because sometimes when you pop ulti, everyone's like shooter, 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 and they get you like 5 HP, and then when you come out of ult and die insta. So now you have this diminishing shield that if they didn't burn you in your ulti, you have this diminishing shield to get healed still and stay in the fight a little bit longer, or stay in the fight perma. Oh my god, dude. Storm is actually meta again. Thank you. Helen nerf, Hawkeye nerf, all these other characters that counter her nerf. Storm buff. And then they added Invisiwoman, who literally can pop a shield on you as soon as you're like, I'm about to come out of it, right click on her. Like, stand still, right click on her. She has a shield that's healing her the whole time from range. So you can just throw it on her, turn around and start healing the tank line. Boom, 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 and just do like her like straight up like freaking crazy like long range like back and forth heal thing and damage thing. And so then your storm just has to play around the shield. And then you can just say, cancel, I'm leaving. And then you just cancel the shield so you get your shield back. Or if it's about to die, you just cancel it anyways. And then boom. And then she just like keeps dueling over there. Like, oh my god, flyers are actually going to go crazy with Invisiwoman. Because at first I was thinking, how would an Invisiwoman really help a flyer? She's terrible at this. She wants to play with a brawly death ball comp. Yes, that's true still. But she could play with flankers and flyers because she could just throw her right-click shield on them, and then they could just heal from that, play around that. It's a 300 health shield. By the time it dies, almost dies, you cancel it. You get the shielding back. Now you can throw it on your front line. Then you can do more damage while they're front lining. You can throw it on your Mr. Fantastic. You can keep doing more damage on the front line. Then cancel it again. Then throw it on your flyer again. They're getting focused. They're like eating it, using the shield as eating damage. They can just keep staying alive. And then her ulti, Invisiwoman, it goes all the way to the skybox. It goes from the floor in the giant radius all the way to the skybox. So the healing, it heals anybody. The more flyers added to the game, that's why I think Human Torch is going to be a flyer. Because why give her things that benefit flyers if Human Torch is just sitting on the ground? One, why would Human Torch even sit on the ground? The cool thing about Human Torch is he literally can freaking fly. They showed him in the freaking trailer like flying in the air, doing the whole freaking making a four in the air. So, oh my god. Invisiwoman is literally like, Invisiwoman might be like a Luna Snow, bro. You can literally use her with any comp. At first I was thinking she was only Death Ball. But then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait. Yeah, the more you think about her, she's literally meant to play with the Human Torch. Like, wait a minute. Squirrel Girl, we're increasing the threat of Doreen and her furry friends in their ultimate ability. Addition of new effect to the unbeatable squirrel tsunami, her ultimate. The squirrels will rush towards the nearest enemy after... It homes now. It's GG. I knew it. Dude, I was getting chased across the whole map. I was like running from this thing and it kept going for me. It kept hitting walls and going for me. I was like, what the, dude, I was using every movement ability possible. Dude, her ult is broken. I don't even care. Nerf the health by half, bro. Make it actually killable because that's the whole point. Like 600 health was insane. You pretty much had to ult it. 300 health is fine because now if you shoot it into a room and bounce it off a wall and they push, it's literally going to go bounce, 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 and hit their whole team over and over. Her ult is OP. Squirrel Girl is actually good now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, this freaking Garbage truck. Winter Soldier will be adjusting Bucky by decreasing his long-range combat strength and increasing his survivability in medium close range combat. Increase his bonus health provided by his bionic, like pretty much his abilities by 10. Increase his projectile damage on his. Is that his E? I don't play Bucky enough to know. His what? Oh, his left click got buffed by 5. Reduce the area damage from 70 to 65 and reduce the damage decay from 65% at 40 meters to 60%. So I'm guessing that's his ult. I am guessing that is his ult. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's his ult. And also increases... Wait, is that his ult? I always forget that this just insta-kills, by the way. If they're 20% HP, it just insta-kills. Wait, what is getting nerfed? This one? These are only 2 things. Reduces the area damage from 70 to 65. What? Oh, wait, his left click did an AoE. Oh, wait, what? Damaging the target and ban enemies behind them. I didn't know his left click was like a AoE when he hits people. So his left click does 70 and then does 65. But it does 70 to that target, and then to the people behind them, it takes 65 damage. Because usually when it says the projectile and spell field, it means it's like that's like Scarlet Witch's, where it's like a right click does both. But his just does damage to that person and then damage behind them to other people. Has anyone in comments down below ever done AoE damage with him? Like actually killed somebody by shooting somebody and then behind that person gets killed? Have you ever done that? But he also has 25 more HP, meaning he can actually do a lot more. I think he actually can be used against Hellas or in favor of Hela, because like this is really good. He gets more shielding, he gets more left click damage, and he has more base health. This is I've literally never killed anybody with this. So when I used him, or I've seen other people use, I've never just like died because my teammate got shot by a Bucky. Like I've never died to that. Logan will receive, he has more base health, 350 now instead of 300. Wow. So him and Mr. Fantastic are the tankiest DPS in the entire game. Also, he has 40% damage reduction instead of 50%, which is fine. So you have 40% damage reduction for 5 seconds. Boo-hoo. You take 40% less damage with 350 HP as a DPS. Wolverine mains are crying in the chat right now. They literally are 50 health more tanky, on top of still having the passive that makes him immune to all damage when they hit 1 HP, and getting the shielding, and can get their health back, and have the damage reduction, and have their ult that just freaking like takes like 80% of everyone's health bar. Oh, Wolverine mains are just losing it, dude. Team captain guy is just losing full. Strategist, Cloak and Dagger, Ty and Tandy will receive an increased, I didn't even know that was their names, to their healing capability, as well as an expansion to the coverage area of their ultimate ability. So I think, okay, this is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to look up. So this has to be the bubble, right? Yes! Her bubble is now a reduced cooldown. Oh my god, that's like her biggest part of her kit, bruh. Oh my god. Now it's 3 seconds off. Oh my god, it was always so awkward to heal people. Like, it was just too long. It was just inconveniently too long. So now it lines up with this. Now you could hit them with an E, then bubble them. Then by the time your E comes back up, your bubble's back up. Oh my god. That's amazing. And now she gets 1 extra whole dash on her ult. So now you can kind of use one ult to like kind of do like a weird diagonal push if you want, and then do the 3 on top of each other. So then your team can use that diagonal one to walk in, and then use the other one to like do the fight. So you could diagonal in, then do a straight line towards them, or diagonal in and then do like a side, like a horizontal, or whatever you want to do with your ulti. But you don't have to like literally just do like back and forth instantaneously on the same spot unless you're like fighting on point. Because sometimes it was like, okay, you could use it to push out, but to like walk with a cloak and dagger ult compared to like a Luna or a Mantis ult was you had to like sacrifice yourself out the room a little bit. Like you literally had to tell your Magneto to bubble you. You had to Hulk bubble you. You had to use your Strange and tell them to like, early walk out the door. You had to do all these things to like get out the door without just instant dying from in your ulti. And then you had to waste a line. Like the cool thing about it was you could stack all three on top of each other and nobody could kill you for those like amount of seconds. But now you could literally do one line forward again, and then back and forth on top of that line. Meaning now your team can use that one to push out. Yeah. And then you could like literally just like hit your whole team with the E bubble, like when the last bubble, like you can kind of see your health bar going down and you know like how long it lasts. You can gauge it and then just hit E bubble on your whole team. And even when the ult goes down, your team is still alive. And by the time that comes up, obviously you're just boom, boom, boom on rotation. Jeff the Landshark adjusts, so his ultimate range from 10 meters sphere to 10-meter radius, because that's how big it is. 5-meter sphere. Oh my god. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. A Thor ulting in the air should not be grabbed out of the air by a goddamn Jeff the Landshark. Iron Man flying 10 meters in the air should not be grabbed out of the air by Jeff the Landshark. Thank you, Lord. Jeff the Landshark one tricks are not getting cheese kills with their damn ult anymore, bruh. I don't care about the ult grabbing me slightly out of the radius because that's kind of hard to fine tune. But up in the air, dude, I ult and it eats me out of my ult. I'm swinging on Venom and it eats me out of my swing. I'm flying in the air as Iron Man and it eats me out of the air. I do the glitch, not really a glitch, but I guess it's a glitch. If you shoot the F at the ground as Moon Knight and then jump up in the air and then double jump, if you didn't double jump, you get eaten out of the air. Bruh, please. Like, why was that like that? You know how many games I lost in rank because of that? How teammates would be in the air, grabbed out of the air, and we'd lose? Oh. But his left click got buffed by 10 seconds, or 10 healing a second, which is good. I want his healing to be buffed and his dumbass ult to be nerfed. Luna Snow increases the interval for switching between healing and damage and fate of both worlds from 0.1 seconds to 0.5 seconds. Thank you. The freaking glitch was dumb. Where they could just put it on your mouse wheel and you pretty much had to do it because how it worked was you're getting more healing per second. Instead of like whatever healing a second or a healing per like tick it was, you're getting multiple ticks in that second now comparatively to what it was. Like each tick, instead of each tick is like 2 ticks a second. Like each time it would tick once, it would tick twice actually. It was like grrr, or even 3 times. So you literally couldn't kill them and they had the 40% damage above perma. It's like you're literally just, if you didn't do it, you would just lose every team doing it. Mantis reduces the passive moon speed by 1 meter. Rocket Raccoon increases healing by 10. Thank you. Thank you. If his healing buff, seasonal buff was going to be 5% perma, you had to make his right click, his only heal ability increase because what the hell? Everyone else, all their healing things got nerfed by 5% and his is the only one that like stays at 5. Everyone else is at 15 damage or 15 healing, and his is at like 5. It's like, okay. Yeah, so Hawkeye, Black Widow. Hawkeye's seasonal bonus is now 15. Hela's seasonal bonus is now 15. Luna Snow. They buffed Namor Freeze turret? Okay, buddy. Who said it was bad? Oh my god. So now it not even only does it counter dive, it's actually just chunking you with poke damage and it's a 30% slow. It counters tanks, it counters dive, it counters even squishy poke characters. Holy hell. Dude, it's a 30% slow. It does how much more base damage? It does 2 more base damage. And if you right click or headshot somebody, it does 2 extra more damage with that bonus damage you're supposed to do. So now it does 18 extra bonus damage on top of the 27. It does 35 damage a hit and on a fast fire rate on a right click on top of having a 30% slow. Wow. The Rocket Raccoon Z buff now is a 5 seconds less on the cooldown, so it actually comes off faster, which is good. Oh, Scarlet Witch Magneto increases metallic. Okay, so it literally got a 10 damage buff. It does 10 more damage now. Thank you, Lord. And the AoE is gonna clip people and hit them a little bit easier and like actually get like kills now. Oh my god. So on top of Scarlet Witch getting a buff, like multiple buffs, hoping that she could like actually, because it was always like she just didn't do enough damage, even if you had the team up, and even though the team up was hard nerfed, it just wasn't enough damage to make up for it. But now she has actually good damage, or at least seemingly good damage, and she actually like now she makes Magneto do, what is it, 60, 95. He does 95 damage a hit, and this look. So before it was I think 85, and I think his left click does 75. Yeah, so your left click would do 75 damage, and then your team up only did 10 more damage. So I was like, okay, I mean, cool, I guess. But now your team up's doing 20 more damage in your auto attacks. Now there's actually a reason to pick it. Thor team up with Storm. Now makes Storm reduce her E's now 5 seconds less on the cooldown, so you can get it off faster, meaning you could use the charger ult faster. That was like one of the big reasons to use it. Also, the damage got buff of 5. Oh. So now you can just hit 55 damage into AoE. I killed a lot of people around corners with this before. I feel like they nerfed this. I think that this used to be the actual damage before, because I swear I used to kill people around corners with this thing. And now it's 15 seconds. Okay, cool. Well, that was the patch notes. Here's also like a hero list thing. I wanted to show you guys this. Here's a hero hot list. If you guys wanted to check this out, there's like you can check like win rates and stuff. So let's just look at this. Look at like competitive Grandmaster PC, right? Doctor Strange is the highest win rate. Then you can go and like, okay, what's Grandmaster on console? Cloak and Dagger, has the highest pick rate. Penny Parker has the highest pick rate. And then I guess if we're looking at pick rate on, was that GM? I don't know. Oh, Doctor Strange still has the highest. Okay, let's look at win rate. Magic on console has the highest win rate, huh? Okay, I thought she would be a lot harder to use, but okay. Hulk has the highest win rate. Why did Hulk not? Hulk got a slight nerf. I mean, 50 less shield on the shielding is actually a lot, but like the team up didn't get nerfed, and that's the problem. Iron Man Hulk is dominating console, and you would think that hit scans are broken on there. Shoot, like look at this. Look at Diamond. Oh my god. Let's look at Plat. Oh my god. Let's look at Gold. He finally is not as dominant in Gold, but he's still dominant. Like, how did he not get a bigger nerf? The team up needed a nerf, man. The team up needed a nerf. But like, look at here. All right, let's look at this. Win rate. Hulk has the highest win rate, Grandmaster and above. The highest win rate with a 10% pick rate. And he only has a 10% because he gets banned half the time. He gets banned like all the time. In GM and above, he's banned in most of your games. And he still has a 54.17% win rate. Magic has the second highest win rate in the whole game. I'm telling you, people didn't learn Magic enough, man. I play against OP Magics and they stomp my entire team. As long as Hell is banned and Hawkeye is banned, a Magic can just wipe your entire team. And Hulk banned, if Hulk, Magic, Hella are banned, you can just play Magic and wipe their entire team. And sometimes you actually might get lucky enough and Psylocke gets banned too, and you literally have nobody to counter the Magic. Other than just Namor with slow turret. That's why Neymar's a 10% pick rate, because he literally counters dive comp, and there's so many people playing dive comp. I mean, let's look at the highest win rates. Psylocke, Wolverine, Black Panther, Iron Man gets destroyed by turrets as well. On top of if the Neymar's actually really good at hitting left clicks and right clicks on him in the air, like he literally just destroy him in the air. Iron Fist, Magic, Hulk, and then Adam Warlock, when they're popping his ulti, you could throw your Neymar ult on top of it, timing it like wait a second, then pop it, and then he literally kills the entire team. Like he literally counters most of the people in this like top like used characters. I hate how Rocket Raccoon has a 51.84% win rate and that high of a pick rate, because literally most of the time the characters felt useless because you're going against double heal ult with a Rocket Raccoon. But because he's like the DPS character, like everyone who's a DPS player is like, I don't know how to play healer, and he has a machine gun, so I'm picking him. even though at the end of the game, everybody who plays him has like 5%, like they have like 1,000 damage, and I'm like, wow. Why don't you just play Cloak and Dagger? Why don't you just play Mantis? Why don't you just play Luna Snow? Like these characters that are more like favorable to a DPS player. Why don't you just play that? Like a Cloak and Dagger is a brain dead healer. Why don't you just play Cloak and Dagger? I don't get it. I don't know why you can't just play that. I'd rather you play that. Cloak and Dagger, people realize after people who won the finals stomp the second place team by using majority Cloak and Dagger because they actually practice it a lot. You know what I mean? And now she's getting this big buff. You know, so it's like now people should be using her, right? Like they should be using her and Sue Storm, right? Like they could, have an easier time with those two characters, really easy healers, right? We'll see, we'll see. Well, at least the Rocket Raccoon got a buff, so seeing that he has this high of a win rate, maybe Rocket Raccoon is like a sleeper pick, and he's gonna be a lot better now. 70 healing and an AoE, just shooting in a straight line through your team, should be a lot better now. And it's like 70 healing a second, and you can kind of cheese it by walking around it. And Rocket Raccoons don't know this, but you can shoot at the ground, and it can stick into the ground, stay there for a second longer, and then shoot away. So you can do that on top of shooting into your whole team, so it sticks in the ground for a little bit longer into your whole team. Or you can just be like, go up above them with your shift, and then shoot down through them, so it heals them the whole time going through their body. Then it hits the ground, stays there for a second, and then like a quarter of a second, and then shoots off. And then it'll slow down every time it goes to another low health person as well, by the way. But yeah, okay, that's the patch note video. I don't want to make this too long. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This is like usually the one time I have like a big long video is patch notes and stuff, because you have to get really, like to get really technical on it. I want to look at things. If you guys want to see specific characters like Mr. Fantastic, I'll have a guide on him later. Anything like that, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll try to have timestamps in this video as well. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, comment down below. Like the video if you enjoyed all this, my critique on everything and all that, my opinions on things. And please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more analytical content, coaching content, etc. Peace.